Hello, brethren on the list. How are you, beloved brethren on this list? Beloved brethren on this list that you're breathing, if you're breathing and alive. Tom. Will you please share the 3 videos, please, brother? I know you believe me. John, my brother John. Hey, John. I know you will. Just share the 3 videos, John, okay? Because we need 2 witnesses. Okay? Please, Johnny. Thank you, John. I know you will. You just go and you reshare the 3 videos, and that's it. That you saw the 3 videos. Tom, I'm thinking that you believe me. I seen your post of World War III. Yeah, it's coming, Tom. It's gonna get bad, and the nuclear bomb possibly will come. Of course, anything could happen, USA. American church in the USA. If you get that wall down, it could change a lot for you. Because then you'll go to rapture. Myself and Tom and my brother John, we're prepared. We can stay. We're brave men. Trust me. Trust me. Tom, I know you're a brave man. Johnny, you know I know how brave you are. And you know how brave I am. List. He won't let me tag you. He is furious. More furious than you can ever imagine. If you don't share the 3, I don't care where you're at. In Africa, Philippines, any nation, any continent, if you're alive and breathing and you see these videos on this wall, his wall, and you don't share the 3 videos, he says you'll be left behind. You'll be left behind with Babylon and all the Christians in Babylon. So please, you all received my tags. You need to share the 3 videos because I have 2 that will. I know brother Tom will. Tom in Indiana. I hope you do, Tom. I wouldn't think you wouldn't. And then Johnny, I know you will because we love each other. And I love you too, Tom. I love everyone on this list. This is it right here, y'all. This is it. This is serious stuff. I'm all of 144,000. If the churches don't open and then they go into their churches with the door off, then they will disintegrate. And only those of us smart enough to be in the churches with the door off, if you have enough time, then you will live. Any of the churches that I had to speak to, well, you'll see. You didn't open your church, Corva Rubius, Lonnie, Priest Joseph, and Pastor LaPetra. You don't open that church for 24 hours, you will reap, I guarantee it. 412, you don't open those church 24 hours, you will reap. 313, you will reap. And Pastor Corva Rubius, you will reap. Hear the reading of the Lord's Word. Today is February 24th, 2022. You know who I am. I'm all of the 144,000. After rapture, I'm going to help the Lord burn your country to the ground. And then the rest of you nations are next. You don't know who you're dealing with, but you're getting ready to find out. I'm for no games. I'm getting ready to put this wall all day long. Get off the Facebook, Muslim and false prophets, and you man worshippers are going to hell. Revelation 8. And when it opened the 7th seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before God, and to them were given 7 trumpets. And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar, which was before the throne. In the smoke of the incense, which came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before God out of the angel's hand. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices and thunderings and lightnings and an earthquake. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hell and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. And the third part of trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up. And the second angel sounded, as if it were a great mountain, burning with fire, was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. Excuse me. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp. And it fell upon the third part of the rivers, and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters, because they were made bitter. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of other voices of the trumpet of the 3 angels which are yet to sound. Revelation 9. And the 5th angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon. One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter. And the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the 6th angel which had the trumpet, Loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates. And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000, and I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire, and smoke, and brimstone. But these three was the third part of men killed. By these 3 was the third part of men killed, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone, which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth, and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see, nor hear, nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. Thus would be the reading of his word. You men on my list, I would advise you to share those 3 videos. Now, I'm not allowed to tag. He's not going to allow me to tag. The declarations of the trumpets have been done, and it's accomplished, and so the book is complete, as it says in Revelation. And I will be here, and I will wait for them to come and get me. And I'm not afraid. And I will call down fire if I'm allowed, but other than that, I can strenuously ask you one more time, brethren, if you're alive and breathing, any of you on this list, please share the 3 videos. I love you, Tom. I love you, Johnny.